Ladies and gentlemen, Michigan has come up with a settlement for the Flint residents over the water crisis that happened there. I mean, this thing was a disgrace. I had followed it for such a long time. It's been years that these people have suffered like this. And to add insult to injury, the amount they're giving them is nothing short of a joke. So this is NPR, August 20th, 2020. Michigan agrees to pay $600 million to Flint residents over water debacle. Now, listen, you know what that comes out to? $6,000 per household. That's it. That's it. These people had all kinds of skin ailments. Some of them died. All of their pets died. I mean, this thing was a disaster. Many people had been sick. They were ingesting the water. The kids were getting sick. But that's all they're offering, $6,000 for all of that. It's not like they resolved it. $6,000. Michigan has reached a $6 million agreement to compensate Flint residents for the state's role in failing to protect them from lead-tainted water, the state's attorney general says. The deal puts the needs of Flint children first. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel office said in an announcement on Thursday. A summary of the settlement shows that nearly 80% of the money would go to resolve claims filed on the behalf of minors and children. The city's water quality plummeted after 2014, changed its water supply, causing more children to be evaluated for blood lead levels. The situation sparked additional outrage because officials had initially rejected complaints about the water, insisting that it was safe. I remember that. A task force included in 2016, the Michigan's Environmental Agency bore the primary responsibility for the water crisis in Flint. The preliminary agreement would solve all lawsuits against the state related to the Flint water crisis. That's ridiculous. $6,000, that eliminates the lawsuits? Wow. It is the result of more than 18 months of negotiation that began under the U.S. District Court Judge Judith E. Levy. If the plaintiff agree to the deal and it gets court approval, it will be likely that the largest settlement in the history of the state of Michigan, Nessel said. So they're saying, wow. She called it a step forward in the healing process for Flint. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. That money is not enough. $6,000? $6,000? Laying out who might receive the money, the settlement summary states all individuals who were minors in Flint at the time they were first exposed to Flint water during the exposure period will be eligible to recover compensation without proof of personal injury, with larger amount of compensation to those who can show personal injury, blood, or bone lead levels, or who lived in homes with lead service lines. Wow. The summary also said anyone who owned or rented a home in Flint and received city water between April 25th, 2014 and July 31st, 2016 will be eligible to recover property related compensation. The agreement would include defendants who were part of the state government when the problems occurred, such as former Governor Rick Snyder, who should have went to jail. That man should have went to jail. But it does not extend to private parties, or federal agencies that have been sued. The litigation will continue against other defendants, including two private engineering firms charged with professional negligence. Viola, North America, and Lockwood, Andrews, and Newman, according to a statement from the law firm Goshen, Milstein, Sellers, and Toll, which is co-lead class counsel on the case. Separate litigation is also ongoing against the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency. The plaintiff attorney are urging Flint residents who may be able to secure money from the settlement to visit flintwaterjustice.com or call, and it has a phone number there. I'm not going to read that off. In addition to court approval, the settlement also requires several preliminary conditions to be met. Details about the requirement were not revealed early Thursday. The settlement summary says the state and plaintiff will work in good faith to meet the conditions likely within the next 45 days. Because of those steps, many of the details must remain confidential for the time being, Nessel said. In addition to civil suits against the city and state, the Flint crisis also prompted criminal charges, although seemingly all of them have been either resolved or dismissed. Now, I don't see how this governor, the former governor, got away with no criminal charges on him. Makes no sense. Okay, more than a dozen state and city officials were indicted for their part in the crisis. Several of them reached plea deals to avoid jail time. Last summer, prosecutors dropped all charges against 8 government officials, saying they would instead launch an expanded investigation. In January, Flint ABC 12 News station reported for the first time since charges were levied in the Flint water crisis on April 20th, 2016, not a single person is currently facing charges. I'm not surprised. No, that's just proof that your system is corrupt. It's a crappy system. And they want us to continue this stuff, y'all, and want to continue it. It sucks. So I feel bad for these people. They certainly deserve a lot more, in my opinion, for everything they have gone through. This $600 million and everybody gets $6,000 each is a joke. It's a joke. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.